I'm a made up. Yeah, made up. You got such a pretty face, what I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no, this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest. You ain't gotta like me, but gotta respect me, make it. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I tell shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then boy, if you ain't talking paper, I tell shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then
Were you trying to get crazy with this, eh? Don't you know I'm loco?
On a spot of land that was once deserts, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. To kick off, here's Riley Patterson, and away we go in Glendale. Fields this one at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They're going play action. It's Murray. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he gets him around 6 there. Diamador Lenore there on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Kyler looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Option play, they give to Benson. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. With Martin making that play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Murray on 3rd down. And he scores. That's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early, put a fear of God into this defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
At their own 16-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Get it! Buffalo, press all 80. Let's go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Hopefully not a sign of how this game is going to go as they step up for 2nd and long.
Cup 19. 70.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him on the slant. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Cowboy, back in 60.
Motioning left is Olave. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught quickly on the slant. And that will not be enough for a first down. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that...
Oh my, they're faking it on their opening drive. And the fake works to perfection. First down.
You know what, Kate, this reminds me of? It reminds me of Hoosiers when the character says, I'll make it. When the coach makes that kind of call, puts the trust in the kicker, well, the kicker's got to make it. He's got to deliver, and he does just that with a great throw and a big-time play.
79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll throw here on first. Short pass brought in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
Ready.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down.
Ready. Gravity lying. Mustang 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They kick the running back in motion. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Third and long for him here. Connects on the crosser. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They're going for this. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Benson on 1st and 10. In there full steam ahead, but we ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
46-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Into the hands of Harrison. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. I'll toss it here to Vincent. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Kyler to throw. Here's a screen to Benson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They've got 3rd down, well inside field goal range. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Drop 19. Come on. Hit. Mustang 19.
Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds him over the middle. Still has some space inside the 35. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Running back motions right. From the red zone on 1st. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And all he's able to do is get them a touch more space to the 4. Well, he looks maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that 2-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
And the Cardinals hands team secures the football. All right, I'm going to need your expertise here, Brock. You don't ever really call an onside kick there on a whim, do you? That had to be pre-planned, right?
Yeah, I think that was on the table well before they scored the touchdown, but here's the problem. That group on the other side, well, they were prepared, they were ready for it, and now, well, you've added a little bit of Uncle momentum to that side.
Trying to find Trey McBride. So it's 2nd down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got it inside the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals now lead by 10.
The receiver this skill? Well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11.
17, 49ers 6.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up.
19-18. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Connecting on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
They go play action on first down. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Go on, Hurt.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. And off to Benson to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Finds the in route complete. He has this down to the 34. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, doesn't matter.
Looking for his wide receiver there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. The kick by Ryland is good. And then extends their lead to 14.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return starts at the 3. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Red. Let's go.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Jukes away from one. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the 49ers the first.
A gain of 12. And the 49er first down.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. Only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. More from State Farm Stadium after this. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Back to throw. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Let's go now.
Here's the snap on 4th. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off the turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Designed look for Murray. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Looks like a design keeper for Murray. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Benson now from the gun. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's Murray. Some heat on that throw, and it's caught. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage.
He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get more points to end a lopsided first half. Trey McBride, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's a throw. Catch made over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
A gain of 15. First down, San Francisco.
So first down from the 41.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Let's go.
I'll throw it. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Cardinals get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Yeah, I know we're coming down the home stretch of his rookie campaign, and he's supposed to have learned from these mistakes. That's a long season in the NFL, and that pick shows you he's still got a lot to learn.
Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard
The
line.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Let's go. 19, 18. 19, Lion. Buffalo 18.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Second and 10, here's a pass. That's incomplete left side.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
65, 65. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
The tight end going in motion right. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. He's got it at the 24. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Come on.
Play action now, Murray. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find Trey McBride. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
The coverage.
That's it on the counter. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So 20 yards on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
That pass is complete to McBride. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down. You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Throwing again, Murray. Complete out to the right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Back to the air, Murray. It's inside the 10. This one's caught. And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Again, it's Murray to throw. Hauled in, again it's McBride. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Another throw coming for Murray. Left side into the hands of McBride. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, what a time for some big plays up front, partner. Back-to-back losses, and they force a fourth and goal. So now it's Chad Ryland's turn to attempt this Cardinals field goal. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. The kick by Ryland is good. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. 49ers to the line. First and 10.
Panther 11, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Ready?
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
19. Come on. Hit. 60-6. 79 Broncos.
One of the tight ends motions right. He's going to throw again on 2nd down. That one's incomplete over the middle.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go. Set.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. And it's 49ers football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game they'd like to forget. First and 10 from the 43.
Get up. 70 Lions. Let's go.
He's going to throw it again. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Bronco 80. Trap 60.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Ready.
They are throwing it again. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And he gets him 5, but still way short of that line of gain. So here comes 4th down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. They connect for the first. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Warriors, 18 Cardinals.
From the red zone on 1st. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on. Hit.
He's dropping back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. He's on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
19, Tiger, 19.
Desperation time here. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers putting up points in a game decided. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the...
And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
First down from the 42. It's Benson on the give. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the guts.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking underneath here, Benson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They give up the gut to Benson. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now an inside give to Benson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Murray on 3rd down. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense. So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. First and 10, they're going to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go now.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Hold the ready.
First down, 49ers.
70 range. Bronco 80.
Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their fourth sack of the game right there brings up second down. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. He's going to throw this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Got his man. Watkins has it. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Sticking to the air here. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Coming in from the right, and they blocked it! They blocked it!
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated. But I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams. And you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
Ready.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Ready.
Here's a design run. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.